Hello, welcome back to Newsroom Nigeria. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe, like this video, leave your opinions in the comment section. Without further ado, let's delve right into the details of today's news. Breaking news: Abuja Airport shut as aircraft overshoots runway. The Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, has been temporarily shut following a runway incursion, including an aero contractor's aircraft. The Lagos-Abuja flight, operated by aero contractors, landed at the airport, and it was taxiing on runway A4 when its nose wheel got stuck to the ground. However, there was no fatality or injury as passengers were safely disembarked from the aircraft, while efforts were currently being made to remove the aircraft from the runway. The Nigerian Safety Investigation Bureau (NSIB) has commenced an investigation into the serious incident after it was notified. The aircraft involved in the serious incident was a Boeing 733 with nationality and registration marks 5N-BYQ, which occurred around 10:47 a.m. local time on 12th November 2023. NSIB Director of Public Affairs and Consumer Protection, Dr. James Odaudu, who confirmed the incident, said, and I quote, "The aircraft, upon landing at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, from Lagos, and in a bid to taxi the runway via A4, had its nose wheel stuck to the grass verge with its fuselage on the runway. Consequently, the runway was closed pending the towing of the aircraft from the runway. There was no injury or fatality. The NSIB hereby solicits information from the general public in the form of pictures, videos, or recording evidence to assist in conducting a comprehensive investigation." Now this last part they spoil am. So it is the general public they are relying on to be able to get pictures and video evidence of what happened inside the airport. So they themselves they do not even have this figured out, obviously, because how can they be asking the general public for video or picture evidence to be able to conduct their own investigation? Imagine that. Anyway, let me remind you to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already done that. Before we go, guys, let's take a look at a few reactions from people online. Anything engine can develop faults at any time. Aero Contractor is still the best airline in Nigeria at any time because they still have the best engineer and the good pilot. If not, it could have resulted to a serious accident. Kudos to the Aero Airways staff, engineer, and the pilot, but the Abuja airport needs to be repaired very well to avoid another type of these kind incidents. Nigeria go better. According to the report, it was mentioned that it was the grass. Maybe the grass was too high that caught the nose wheel that made the aircraft to get stuck. You can imagine that is the kind of negligence that we experience in this country, in an airport where that it is like the most dangerous place in the country, where this is a place that you use every day. Aircrafts land on these airports every single day. So how do you not make sure that the grass is being cut to its lowest level in order to avoid this kind of incident? Imagine this kind of terrible mistake. Imagine if there have actually been some people on board the aircraft that got injured, or there are other fatalities that happened as a result of these minor incidents, something that is very avoidable. I swear this is very avoidable. In fact, if a life have been lost due to this negligence from the airport, imagine it would have been so terrible. Why not they have the grass to its lowest level at all times? Like, it's not that they do not know that aircraft land on this runway. It's just Nigeria. It's a pot of beans. Imagine. This will never happen anywhere else in the world. Trust me. And again, lastly, they are telling Nigerians to give them footage. Something that occurred in the airport. So it did not happen outside the airport. It occurred in the airport on the runway. They're asking Nigerians to provide them with pictures and video evidence to be able to investigate. Nigeria is such a joke. The best law says we will continue experiencing this kind of thing. They have turned Nigeria upside down. When the person that studies zoology can be banker, they did not let the course of study useful again. My brother. Shedrack says, Dino Milai, Mr. Nelson Wiki, still they ask you how market. Then I don't understand what this person is trying to say. Johnson says, Aero contractor, their planes are just too old. The first and last time I flew it, I prayed till I got to Lagos and vowed never ever in my life to use it because the plane was vibrating in the air. It was shaking. Chris Bahago says, why would that happen? Why won't that happen when INEC and judiciary have overshot the psyche of Nigerian populace? Akasiabo says, is aero contractor still in existence? This airline needs total overhauling. Chris says, what do you expect when a lawyer becomes aviation minister? My brother Ataya, a lawyer that has no background in anything called aviation, anything related to aviation, is the minister of aviation. Why won't this happen? Thank you, my brother. Another person says, Azan Abubakar says, funny guys, you need videos from members of the public who have been barred from the airport's vicinity. Isn't it funny? It's very funny. You saying you don't have cameras and other devices to monitor incoming aircraft at the control towers, despite the billions of naira you spent in upgrading the airport to meet international standards, you are now reverting to social media for such a serious situation. When it pleases them, they ask for social media pictures and videos to use as evidence. But when it doesn't please them, they will dismiss social media pictures and videos as editing or mere lie, did not happen, just like they dismissed what happened at the Nnamdi Azikiwe toll gate. You all, let me have your thoughts in the comment section. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already done that. I'll see you all in